You can come in, I'm in. Get some candid moments of pouring water. That'll be very exciting.
You need anything else?
No, I'm good.
Fine.
Oi, oi, my friend, how are you?
Good to see you. I'm Paulus from RTL. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How's it? How's the festival treating you so far?
So and so.
I understand.
Some good times, some bad times. My grandmother died 3 days ago, so this is
I'm
with
really
mixed
sorry to hear
emotions.
that.
I have to stay on course, but I want to go in my hotel room and just cry. So
I understand. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
thank you so much for your condolences, but now I have to be
Yeah.
in my best shape for the next 5 minutes.
Right.
Very great talking to you. So how was it for you shooting in the jungle?
It was really an amazing experience. It's, I mean, of course, there's the difficulties and the challenges of it, as I'm sure have been talked about a lot with this film. That, you know, it's there's a lot of insects and spiders and snakes and creatures that will do you a significant amount of harm. So you have to stay very present and aware of your environment. But it's so beautiful. I mean, just to be in such an extraordinarily beautiful and vital and alive environment for 14, 15, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week was really an amazing gift. I loved it there.
Do you have maybe some funny story for us from behind the scenes, things we don't see on screen?
I mean, I had a little bit of a hilarious situation with a beetle burrowing all the way into my ear. I woke up in this like hut that I was staying in. It was part of a hotel, and in the middle of the night, and we were working 6-day weeks, so it was our one day off, and this thing had, I think, burrowed into my ear and gotten stuck. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was everyone's only day off the next day, so I didn't want to wake anyone up. So I got, you know, those like nasal irrigation things? I had like a neti pot. I had one of those and just squirted it into my ear, and it stopped moving. And then I woke up the next morning in massive amount of pain, and I could feel it moving around again. So I called the production, and they sent a paramedic out who didn't speak any English, and I didn't speak any Spanish. So she brought the receptionist of the hotel with her to translate. And they looked in my ear and they said, oh yeah, there's a lot of blood in there, and there's beetle. Well, no, that's initially not what she said. She put this thing in my ear and she sort of shrugged a little bit and then handed the receptionist the apparatus, and then he put it in my ear and had a look, and they both sort of shrugged. And I said, what are you saying? They said, beetle and lots of blood. And I said, okay, well, we're probably gonna have to go to the hospital at this point. But it was all right, they got it out. It had gone in and then there wasn't enough room for it to turn around, so it decided it was going to go through. So it bit a hole in my eardrum and was trying to burrow through, and so we had to pull the little bugger out, and I had to take a lot of antibiotic drops into my ear for about 3 weeks. So that was about the closest encounter I had.
That's a great adventure. And do you have maybe other weird things? Maybe some things with the boat or anything else happened? Some things go wrong that should not go wrong?
I mean, you know, making films on a daily, hourly basis, things go wrong that shouldn't go wrong. We got caught in a very, very violent storm, and I thought that was sort of the point of us being there, to be in these incredibly difficult environments and to film it and see what happened. But everybody got panicked because there was bolts of lightning crashing around all around us and torrential rain coming down. So they decided we need to evacuate the set immediately, because we were about an hour up a river from the closest road, we were like in the middle of the jungle, and everybody got very panicked. And I was violently imploring the production to keep shooting, that this is what we'd come here for. And then a lightning bolt hit a tree from me, 25 feet from me, and the impact of it knocked me off my feet, and I fell into the river, and I thought, okay, maybe we should go. Maybe it's time to leave at this point. So we had some experiences, but to me it was all just so exciting. You know, those experiences were what this whole film was about, and why we had gone all the way to rural Colombia, to the jungle, to shoot it. So you know, for me, every challenge just made it feel like we were on the right path.
Feels like a real explorer. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the very great stories from behind the scenes, because we don't see that on the screen in the cinema.
Right.
Thank you so much. Very thrilling.